All right, in this video, I am going to show you some amazing Dollar Tree organizing hacks. And most of these, I guarantee you probably have not yet seen before. And this is what's going on. Do you see this mess that is behind me? This is kind of like a little craft nook that we have in our house. So the people we bought our house from were a homeschool family. They use this kind of for a homeschool space. This is where I've been literally just throwing any and everything that's kind of craft related. The kids sometimes have projects for school. Anyway, all of that DIY stuff has gotten thrown here, and I'm sick of looking at it because this is something we do see as we go throughout the hallway in the house. So we're gonna give this a transformation, all using Dollar Tree products. My total in for this project from the Dollar Tree was 44 bucks. So we're keeping it on the cheap, and let's go ahead and get this space revolutionized.
First things first, before you organize, evict everything from the space. Yep, clear it out like you're starting fresh. You can't really sort chaos while it's still staring at you. This is a great time to give everything a good wipe down and clean out the space that you are working with before you put everything back.
Okay, now that I have everything kind of down off the shelves, we can start putting things away in bins and actually getting this area organized. First up, now this is something that when I realized this, it kind of was like, mind blowing. But these locker style bins that you can get at the Dollar Tree, they come in a lot of different colors. These can be great for storing lots of different things. You can actually write on them with a dry erase marker if you have that. What I'm going to do is actually use these like chalkboard labels, which are also available at the Dollar Tree, as well as the chalk pens to label what's in here. But here's where it gets really, really cool. So I've got this like open space above where I've got a lot of space that I could utilize stacking up. And so these, if you get these little party tray sections, so these are actually usually found over with like the party supplies at Dollar Tree. They fit perfectly in here, and then you can stack these and you have extra storage that's actually stacking. So I'm going to utilize these, put some things away and utilize that for the top. And then I have another really cool idea I'm going to show you for some other storage I'm going to do on this other shelf. So let's start putting some things in the bins. So right now what I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm categorizing things. So like in this one right now, so far I have like foam pieces and googly eyes. This is going to be like rope, and basically rope and wood. So far in this one, I've got like our paints. So I'm just gonna kind of try to categorize everything so it's somewhat categorized, and then I can get everything up and stacked. We can move on to the next set of bins where I know I have things that are gonna be too heavy for these. I've got a really good solution for those heavier items.
I will let you know, as I sorted through our crafting items, I did find a few things that it was time to get rid of, so I did purge about 10% of what we started with. I tried to label each bin with a brief description of the contents, and then I found I could stack these about 3 high. But a little later in the video, you'll see why I decided to only go 2 bins high for now.
All right, so before I get to the really genius thing on the heavier items, what we're going to do for some of these types of, you know, where you have different types of gems or maybe like river rock or different things like that that you keep on hand for your crafting, we're going to actually put these are like the candy jars. Again, these are like in the party supply section. So we're going to put these in here, and then you'll be able to see what's in them. I already did one here where you've just got like, I've got pipe cleaners and little fuzzy balls and foam balls. But the nice thing is you can see what's in it. And when you need to grab something, you just pull the lid and you grab just the one that you need or whatever. So that is what we're going to use for these. And it'll also just kind of, you know, look nicer. I feel like what I'm trying to go for more than anything in this space is organizing, yes, but also trying to make it aesthetically pleasing so that when we walk by it every day, it's not an eyesore. I got this is from the Dollar Tree. This is actually a shoe organizer.
Ooh, yes.
So this does come with hooks if you wanted to put it like over the door. But this is what we're gonna do. Just realized I missed a shell. Let me put a shell bin. Because we do sometimes do some shipping and things like that with our Grateful Glamper business where we send people stickers or just miscellaneous things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this for different shipping supplies. So I've got like this box of envelopes that's been sitting around and these other mailers. But I'm trying to decide, because there's a couple different ways I could go with this. Okay. And the other thing too is I could use this for other things too. So I could actually use this to store like some of these floral stems in. Like really the sky's the limit. If I was going to use it for that, I'd probably move this cat picture and then hang it up there. These are again just from the Dollar Tree, little command hooks that I'm going to use to hang it instead of using like nails or something like that. But here is my thought that I think that I'm going to do, because the printer is here and I want to be able to have it somewhat close to the printer so when things are printed off or whatever, I can put the label on the package. So putting it here, but what I'm going to do, because I want to hang it kind of underneath the shelf, and so here's the beauty of this, because this fabric is what it is, you can cut this to fit the space that you need. So if I just trim this bottom one off, then it would fit in this space perfectly on the wall. And then I can put all of the mailing supplies here. Should I put it here or should I put it more here?
Oh.
I'm thinking there, because that way it's a little bit more out of sight and more next to the printer. Thoughts?
I think there, because then it's really out of sight. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Ben actually, my wonderful husband, had a great idea of a way to mod this where we weren't gonna have to really cut anything, but I'll show you that in a second. The one thing I do want to say that I have found is absolute key to using command hooks or anything really adhesive, I use a lot of different adhesive things in organizing, is wall prep. So making sure that you've just cleaned the wall real fast and gotten any just dust and oils and things like that off of the wall before you put your command hooks up. And then I've not had an issue with any of them falling when I do it that way. So prep is key. Just folding this over. So basically instead of hanging it up this way, we just put a little hole and then we're just folding it over this way, which shortens it up. But these are renter friendly. So if you were in a situation where you need to make sure that you're not putting holes in the wall.
Oh, wow. Actually, that's pretty strong too.
Is that pretty straight?
Yeah. How's the bottom line up? Let's see.
Well, the bottom you really don't see so much, but you tell me.
How does it line up?
Is it good?
It lines up perfectly.
Good? All right.
It's like you put a level on it, but you just eyeballed it. And you're good.
I just eyeballed it. Maybe I've done this a time or two.
Cards.
There's some envelopes and then these mailers fit in here. And then I just also realized too, one of the things that we keep in this area are extra toner cartridges for the printer. And I just was looking at this and I think this might just work because it makes more sense for them to be next to the printer anyway. So just a smidge. You have to let us know in the comments. What do you think? Toner cartridges, top or bottom? I'm really excited to show you this Dollar Tree solution for heavier items because this again was one of those mind-blowing things. So awesome. There you go. Dunsky. All right, so here is a hack that I learned for some of the heavier items. So they have these fabric collapsible bin things at the Dollar Tree. I really like this green color, and kind of in our home we're going for a more coastal vibe, so I picked the green. So these are nice, except for they are like pretty flimsy, right? So trying to put anything in here, it tends to want to crush down. Even with this in the bottom, if you have anything super heavy in there, it's just not going to hold up very well. So they also have these style bins at the Dollar Tree. Personally, I don't feel like that these hold up super well when you're just using them by themselves. But if you pair these up, this fits in here perfectly. And now you have made yourself a more sturdy bin space. And yes, I know it's a bin within a bin, but when you look at your overall cost of $1.25 a piece, this is only $2.50. And normally these types of bins sell at Walmart for like $5 a piece, so you're still way ahead on cost. It's a sturdier storage option, and I think they're really super aesthetically pleasing as well. So we're going to use this for some of our heavier things, like some of the printer paper and some of the labels, and I'm excited to show you how it's going to turn out. So you guys, I couldn't be happier with the way this turned out. Now, I did have a few extra trays because I think when I got the trays, I was thinking as many trays as bins, which obviously you don't need a tray for your very top bin. But I'm glad I have them because I will go back to the Dollar Tree and get some more of these style bins so that I could do another layer. I have some other space. So I will hang on to those trays, obviously, because they will come in handy. And then I could not be happier with how these turned out, because you can see what's in them and be able to get at what you need. And then one more thing I got from the Dollar Tree to help organize this space that I found that I absolutely love. In fact, my daughter got some for her bathroom as well. But these little clear acrylic drawers. So these can stack on top of each other. They're perfect for those small little items. So like your paper clips, your rubber bands, whatever have you. Now I will tell you this. I have 4 of them stacked here. Probably not designed to have 4 stack, maybe 2. So I put just a little bit of Scotch tape on the sides to help them stay together. They do nest, but I found when you pulled the drawer, it wanted to come unstacked. So a little bit of tape and they are not going anywhere. And I think that they look great. So if you want to get some more inspiration for organization, I've got a whole bunch of ideas, all from products from IKEA, and you can find that right up here. The cat feeders in the middle of my video. It's gonna go off again.
She's coming for it.
Here we go.
Go get it.